Okay, everyone knows we're here today talking about angels. So I want to check with everyone how many of you have experienced these things, okay? Like you're walking somewhere, you see a feather on the ground, or you often see, numbers like repeating numbers like 111 or 777. You ever wondered how your eye always goes to them? Or how they just seem to appear, on a car number plate or on the clock. Have you at some point unexpectedly smelled a lovely, sweet fragrance in the air? Yeah. Well, angel miracle practitioners will tell you these are a sign of a message from your angels to you. And each sign has a different meaning. How would you like to explore this fascinating world of angels, messages, guidance, and gentle healing? How many of you need, a little bit of gentle love in your life? The presence and the need to connect with someone who looks after you, helps you in your hour of need, and melts away obstacles like they were, just a piece of chocolate in the sun. Well, we have in the house an equally gentle spirit, Siddhi Shah. She is one of the leading experts in the country on connecting and working with celestial energies. And she's been teaching not only the process of connecting with angels, but she also shares her incredibly vast treasure trove of spells, meditations, prayers, all designed specifically to remedy different types of difficulties we face in life. Yeah, from health issues to sticky relationship problems, to prosperity blocks. She's sharing with us today how angels help us to build a smoother road to achieving what we desire. Siddhi, so wonderful to have you here today to talk to us about angels on this very special and auspicious day, actually.
So, yes, good morning and welcome all. Why the day is very special today? There are so many things happening. Today is 11. We started at 11:11, but that's not just it. Today is a Sunday and Pushya Nakshatra. How does it make a difference in our life? Is as we know that we need to go ahead and buy gold when it is Guru Pushya, but when it is about giving a new beginning in your life, when it is about starting off something new, and it is Ravi Pushya, you need not look any further. People start their chanting practices on this day. People start manifesting practices on this day. They do special prayers. They connect with the divine energies. And what a wonderful day to connect with your angels.
How
Yes.
how lovely.
And yes, and that is why I will be giving away a beautiful meditation at the end of this call. So stay tuned because today is the day of divine connections.
How wonderful, Siddhi. And I'm looking forward to that. You always come bearing gifts, I must say. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I'm really looking forward to that. Tell me a little bit about this. What is Ravi Pushya like according to the lunar calendar or the sun calendar? What's the is it does it signify a certain like celestial placement?
Yes. So, as I said, if you are looking to start off something new, maybe a divine journey, it helps you the best when you're starting a divine journey. But if you wanted to go ahead buy your house, if you wanted to go ahead buy, or maybe start with money practices, if you wanted to launch your business, if you wanted to start off something new, so how this particular thing helps? Pushya Nakshatra of all other nakshatras um, is the most divine. So the day it is Pushya, you don't need to look any further. You just need to see which uh, hour you're beginning your work, and that's it. It is going to go ahead and give you a lot of support.
Okay.
Um, Ram Bhagwan was said to be born in Pushya Nakshatra. So there are
Ah,
people, there are good souls who are born when it is Pushya Nakshatra. However, the day's significance is little different. That is whether you are on Ravi Pusha, whether you are on Guru Pusha or Wednesday Pusha. So every day significance changes. The best are Guru Pusha and Ravi Pusha. Ravi Pusha is one of the best which has come to us after months. Uh, Last all the pushes which happen around in 1.5 months happened either on Fridays or certain other days or Wednesdays. So yeah,
Oh,
this
wonderful,
is
wonderful, and it's a really good day to connect with angels as well, or to start connecting with angels.
course, yes, 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 yes. It is the day. If I was beginning, if I thought that I'll start with my chants, this is the day people wait to start their chanting practices, which is going to go on for months, which is going to go on for weeks and years because I need to complete maybe my 1 lakh chants. So whichever big practices, any yagyas, any havans, this
Hmm.
is the day because, as I said, it is the day of divine connection. It is day of good beginnings.
Ah, okay. All right,
Yes.
we should begin
Mm,
our begin learning about angels then. Tell us,
yes.
Siddhi, I know you've, shared before as well about who the angels are, but we have, I think, a lot of new people on the call today. So can you start us off with just an introduction to angels?
Absolutely. So angels, as I say, a lot of people ask me, are they gods? Are they Devi Devtas, or what is it like? So I always say that they are messengers of God. There's a hierarchy. So it is like a big divine management. The
Hmm.
God is the CEO, and angels are all working under him.
Executives.
Yes. So if you have to reach to the CEO, you need to go through the
Senior
hierarchy to
management.
reach up. Yes. So they are the ones who make everything possible in between the process. So what is happening here is they are messengers. And when there's hierarchy in angels, like there are guardian angels, there are archangels, there are dominions, there are thrones, there are cherubs, there are seraphims. Each in different dimension, each in higher dimension as they go up. So largely we work with guardian angels, largely we work with archangels, but why do we work with them? Is because we want our prayers to be reaching up. We want our answers to be coming down. And each angel, each archangel represents an aspect of God. So someone is full of healing energy,
Mhm.
while someone is known to show the protective power. Someone is full of abundance, nature, and someone is full of courage. Someone is full of guidance. Like each and every one of them represents an aspect. And when we work with them, we not only take little bit of that aspect, we pray to them to, you by using that aspect in our life, make changes in our life. So idea is also here to make changes in life and ascend at the same time. So whether it is money, whether it is relationship, whether it is as small as items you've lost, or whether it is as big as um, I want to reconcile.
Hmm.
I have a broken relationship. I want to reconcile. My money's stuck somewhere. So it's not only about day to day things where I sometimes also hear that, you know what, I was waiting, I was not getting a cab. And I asked Archangel Michael, and he helped me instantly with that, all the way from there to cutting your cords. I want to make my family bonding more interesting. I want to have more friends. I wish my boss selects me for promotion this time. So all these things included, yes.
Okay. I have a quick question here, Siddhi. You mentioned that there's a hierarchy. Why would I not go straight to the CEO every time?
All right. You can go straight to the CEO every time, but as we all know, CEO is very busy. And that's why he has made an entire hierarchy to help us. So if
Okay.
I wanted smaller things and if I approach to a person
Hmm.
whose job is to look after that,
Ah.
wouldn't he be the person who will address my queries faster?
Hmm.
He would be. So
Yeah.
that's how the guardian angels are. Their job is to look after each and every individual, and that's why we have our guardian angels. Each
Mm.
one of us, they're looking after us. It's their job. So one fine day, one of my students asked me that if I keep telling something to my guardian angels, isn't it too much to ask for? I said, if you were doing certain job and someone came to you requesting the same job to be done, would
Hmm.
you be offended? No, you won't be, because that's your job.
That's
And
true.
that's how it is. They will love it. They would do it willingly. And
Hmm.
more gratitude you have towards them, the more loving bond it becomes between both of you, or all of us. There
Hmm.
could be more than two guardian angels also.
Hmm.
So, and there are ways to connect with them. Slowly, as you start connecting with them, you start knowing about their names, about the way they look, about everything else that goes around. They also guide you. They are the ones who nudge you
Hmm.
and tell you that, you know what, not this road, that road. You don't know why, you just don't feel like using that road today, or you
Hmm.
just don't feel like doing certain things, and you're guided to go ahead and do something else. And later on, you realize that I did a good job listening to my intuition,
Hmm.
because that saved me from a lot of hassle.
Okay. Okay.
So that is guardian angels for you. And likewise, entire hierarchy works for
So,
different things.
so Siddhi, I'm going to pause here for a bit. I want to come to talking about the different angels who are there, and what their specific area of expertise is, and of course how to connect and how to figure out. I know. I think Preeti put this question up, saying how do you connect? No, Sushma said, how do we know who is our guardian angel? So I want to address these questions, but first I want to hear from Darshita. Darshita has done your angel workshop, so I want to speak with her quickly. Let me just check. Darshita, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Good
Hi,
morning.
Darshita. Good morning.
A very good morning to everyone here.
Darshita, tell us. I know you've done the workshop with Siddhi. I want to understand from you what your experience connecting with your guardian angel was like.
Sure. So with Siddhi, it has been a short but a very beautiful journey so far.
Mhm.
I could fortunately be part of some of our webinars as well as workshop. And one majorly which I would recommend is the Angel Miracle Workshop. So I was introduced to her through a very dear friend who had seen tremendous spiritual growth in her life, Sejal Jubin Pudra. And it's through her that I got connected to Siddhi even before I spoke to her or maybe I attended a workshop. Some of the major changes that I saw in my life after I have got connected with angels is one such incident when my mother-in-law had been ill for a very long time. She had been deteriorating with her health, and we had nothing coming up our way. And it was just a very beginning of our first day of the Angel Miracle workshop. And I knew nothing about angels, but I just started praying them. I said I want to get connected. I want to see something coming my way from your side. And it was a COVID time. We had all got panicked, and nothing was working our way. But the moment I started praying angels, I saw a quick recovery in our health. Not only that, all the doubts, everything that we had in our head was completely ruled out. Even doctors were amazed. It was more like a miracle for us. One such incident, it did happen with my husband as well. He was detected with typhoid. His health was deteriorating, and we were panicked because of this COVID time. That could it be, the possibility of having corona as well, because his health was completely down. I'd been receiving the constant healing from Siddhi, and also I had been continuously doing my prayer and chant, and we saw a very quick recovery in his health as well. Even the
Oh,
monetary gains, like a lot of our pending amount, which was been stuck before this lockdown, we saw them coming our way.
Oh
So it's
my
not
goodness.
one, there are so many beautiful experiences. I feel that I got connected with angels so soon through Siddhi. And she's such a beautiful soul. Like all her classes are so much giving. And I feel that she always gives more than what she promises us for. So that is a very unique trait that I see in her. She's very young than us, but she is very loving. Her wisdom, I get completely amazed. I just have tears rolling down my eyes. Like, I feel she's such a divine soul. May God bless her with all the beautiful blessings and, shower her with all the beautiful things in her life. Thank you so much, Siddhi and Sejal as well.
Thank you, Darshita.
Thank you, Darshita. That's amazing, Darshita, that, in such a short span of time when you had so many challenges, health challenges with your mother-in-law, health challenges, the typhoid with your husband, it's amazing that you had so much ease and things opened up so quickly for you with the help of angels. How lovely, Darshita. And we wish you and your family good health always. Thank you for coming on and sharing that experience. Thanks. I can totally, Sejan's also saying, Darshita, truly agree with you. Me too, with tears in our tears in my
You
eyes.
guys are almost getting tears in my eyes. So
No,
thank
it
you.
is so moving, Siddhi, to have a mentor, who's generous like you, and to receive that help when you are in such a tough spot in your life. To receive that help, it is such an emotional um, experience. Thank, thank you so much, Darshita. Thank you for sharing that. Coming back, Siddhi, uh, tell us a little bit about the different angels. Darshita mentioned that, she had issues with her mother-in-law's health, with her husband's health. Are there like angels that you particularly connect with for health? Are there angels? She mentioned financial openings as well that came up with her. Are there different angels for finances, different angels for health?
Yes, there are. However, uh, I will request not to be biased by that. All right.
Okay.
So
All right.
that is what I always say, that let's just forget, because we come from an Indian background, we'll understand about Indian gods, goddesses more. So
Hmm.
let us just for a moment forget that Mahalakshmi ji is giver of monies. And I went to Mahalakshmi for relationships or for protection. Won't she give it to me? She's capable, she's powerful,
Sure.
and so are angels. So, yes, all the angels have different traits to them. They are
Mhm.
known to give you different things, but it is important to set your connect, because any angel could do a lot of things for you. Even the Archangel Michael is known for protection.
Hmm.
In fact, a lot of pictures, let me show you one that where Archangel Michael is portrayed. You see him with swords, you see him with a shield. See
Uh,
one picture here.
yeah.
Yeah, this is another one where he's little gentler, milder, but even then he'll have a sword and a torch in his hand, because he's the bringer of light. He's the protector. He's the person who defends you from any harm. But if you ask for money, he'll give you. He's not going to hold back. So
Hmm.
that is Archangel Michael. So as I said, there are guardian angels, and
Hmm.
then higher than guardian angels are archangels. So these are archangels. The ones I'm talking to you about are archangels. So Archangel Michael is the one who protects you, guides you. When someone is dealing with lower vibrations, when someone is dealing with uh, some kind of fear, some kind of threat, or just simply some negative emotions, he's
Hmm.
the one who helps you with that. When you have toxic relationships, when you want to improvise on relationships and cut your cords, he's the one who will help you with that. In fact, one of my students from previous batches, uh, she was feeling very low
Hmm.
and couldn't sleep because of some kind of negativity in her house. She could just simply feel that there's some activity happening when she's sleeping. So she was not able to sleep. So when she took up this workshop and started invoking Archangel Michael's energy in her home, she started seeing a beautiful change, not only in the vibration of the entire house, but she could sleep for more number of hours, and
Ah,
slowly it progressed into a perfect health. So when we say that the angels have gentle energy, they have very powerful energy. They're gentle. They'll fill you with a lot of peace. They'll fill you with a lot of joy from inside.
hmm,
But they are very powerful. So that was Archangel Michael. Now the one you see often in green colored robes is Archangel Raphael. He's
ah,
the master healer. So all the healers' choice to and learn more about healing powers, everyone's choice when someone's not well.
hmm,
So in this COVID time, COVID situation, a lot of people, I help them with Archangel Raphael as well. So when I'm doing something and I really, at very that point of time,
hmm,
not able to attend the call, but I've seen the message.
hmm,
One thing I'll do is take a moment off, close my eyes, and pray to Archangel Raphael. So you
hmm.
know what, so and so person really requires your energies right now, and do just 1 minute's work for the person to get some kind of instant relief or some kind of um, way out of it.
Hmm.
In fact, I'll shortly tell you about certain things that we found out using the cards when
Okay.
it came to COVID situations. But before that, because we are moving ahead with knowing the angels, I will go ahead and tell you a little more. So that was about protection. That
Okay.
was about healing. That means health. So
Ah,
Archangel Raphael, he's a healer, but he also helps you heal relationships, situations, money energies, anything else.
hmm.
So protection, health, and now comes money.
Ah.
So Archangel Ariel, she's said to be like a lioness when her energies are in true form. She is the one who connects you with the nature, with the bounty of this planet.
Okay.
And hence, it is very easy for her to shower upon the treasures of life, the
Ah,
treasures of money as well. So, that is Archangel Ariel. So, not only that, when you wish to go ahead and heal your plants, your animals, your other other life that is around you, that's
ah,
not you, go ahead and work with Archangel Ariel.
ah. That's really
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. So in fact, I have had couple of students who had dogs at home or
Hmm.
some other animal. I myself have a cat at home. So when it comes to them, uh, and we are talking about Archangel Ariel, the dogs will come and sit next to them, or something else they will show that is happening. They have also healed their animal friends, animal family members
Ah.
um, with Archangel Ariel.
So tell me, Siddhi, this is you when you are calling upon them, is it or when you're connecting with them? How do you establish that first connect? How do you know which angel to first connect with? Is there, you mentioned hierarchy. So does that mean that I first connect with my guardian angel and then I connect with an archangel? Is that the process?
So guardian angels are always with you. All you need to do to connect with them is just close your eyes and start talking to them. However, it takes time, it takes practice, and it takes someone uh, to establish that connect between both of you with right tips and techniques so that it
Okay.
becomes like a smooth flow.
Okay.
Then comes the archangels. Uh, as you start knowing about them thoroughly, and in fact, there are a few exercises that we do in my class
Hmm.
to find out which archangel you are connecting with. And
Ah,
once when we were doing it, the exercise my students were supposed to do was to find out who they are guided to work with. And this one fine student, she just called out in her mind. And in the street, all the dogs started barking. And she said, Archangel Ariel, voice stopped. And there she was. The other
Incredible.
guy, yes, there's one more guy who started seeing a lot of moon energy, started feeling very cool inside him.
Huh.
And that's when he said, Archangel Haniel, the one with moon energies, the one with beauty, the one with balance, and realized that, in that point of time, okay, so when you're working with the angels, sometimes you will feel their presence. How? Sometimes there's a sweet fragrance. Sometimes it'll just be like someone has put a sweet in your mouth.
Hmm. Okay.
Sometimes it is a breeze or a change in atmosphere, temperature, or some vibration flowing down your spine, but very gentle. You'll feel good with those vibrations.
Hmm.
And sometimes feathers, coins, shiny wrappers, all these things you'll keep finding. I I connected with them long back. Till date, I end up finding coins in unusual places. Even when I'm walking down the street, I'm the one who'll find coins.
Hmm.
Um, I find feathers. Some of my students, when they go out, feathers land on their head or the shoulders or on their hand, and they send me pictures of Siddhi, what happened to me. Look at this. So yeah, they choose very specifically. So in fact, with Darshita only, what had happened is she said that she never saw butterflies around her place.
Hmm.
But as soon as she started working on this, she's been seeing butterflies and now even dragonflies every day around her house. So, yeah, these things are validations. These things are sure enough presence remarks that they are present in your life.
Hmm. Siddhi, when you have, when you've connected with the angels,
Mhm.
um, or if, let's say, what if you don't see these signs? Is there a way to connect with angels if you want to connect with them, but you are not being able to spot these signs? What happens then?
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, Ruchira, these signs we see because of the way how we are gifted, not because of the way that they are not willing to work with us. It never happens.
Okay. Okay.
As I said, it is their job to go ahead and help the humankind. So they're always willing. So that thing goes out of the window. That are they there? They are whether they are not there, or will they listen to me? All
Hmm.
these are self-imposed doubts or something that I've learned in the process of growing up.
Hmm.
Whether it is Indian gods, goddesses, whether it is angels, they are always there for you. So this is a wipe clean. Now, second, how do I connect with them? It is the matter of understanding what my gifts are,
Okay.
practicing with the angels to enhance and empower my gifts. So a lot of times I want to work with angels, but I don't have any such gift. It is only a matter of time that I start working on them and realize that yes, they are there in my life. So it's okay if you've not experienced any of these so far. It
Hmm.
slowly comes into place with practice. Um, I have someone here, and if she's willing to speak, Karishma was the one who said that I do not. She was not even likely to believe in them. She's a woman of logic. She's like, I don't know whether I'll ever connect with them.
Oh,
And
let's
now we're
hear from
seeing
Karishma.
numbers every day.
Let's hear from Karishma. Karishma, can you unmute yourself now? I've put in a request. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Ruchira. How are
Hi.
you?
Hi, Karishma. I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Hi, Siddhi.
I
I hear you're a
Hi.
kindred spirit. You also have this huge logical set
Yes, yes.
part.
When I actually joined Siddhi's class, I was like, well, I'm taking this up, but pata nahi isse kya, matlab, what will be the outcome out of it? And I happened to just tell her, that look, I don't know whether I'll really get to see what, people get to see. So she said, why don't you take it up as an experiment with the angels and
Mm.
ask them to, kind of show that they are around. And it began with very strange experiences, you know. I remember her telling me about Archangel Chamuel in the class, and how her ring went missing. And I was like, really? What if something really goes missing like that? I'm like, please don't take away my gold, you know. I was like, but you know, really, what if something went missing? So this little clip of mine. So, you know, we're just three of us who stay at home, mom, dad, and me. And you know, given the corona time, we don't really have any help. So it's only three of us. So this little clip of mine is with me 24/7. Okay. It's like my most important accessory. And for 3 days, I could not find it. You know, it kind of went missing, and I was like, okay, you know, that's when it struck me. Maybe, you know, this is one of the ways that the angels are communicating with me. And in 3 days, I found this. That was like my first testimony to the fact that, you know, the angels are around me. Then another experience that I had was I have these little tea lights at home which don't burn 100%. That day I burnt them, and you know, I told the archangels that, you know, I know you're hearing me, but I want to prove to the fact that, you know, that, you know, you're hearing this, that, you know, I want to prove that, you know, you exist around me. And those little tea lights, which would never burn 100%, actually burnt down 100%. One of them burned down 100%, and you know, the second one actually burned down till about 60%. And I was like, okay, wow, this is like the first time something like this has happened. That was my second experience. I have been seeing numbers all over the place, whether that's Instagram post, 77 likes, 6,000 likes, whether those are car numbers, so many zeros, so many ones, so many twos. So, you know, I think ever since I took up her workshop, I have been getting validations in different forms. And lately, something which I've not actually told Siddhi is that now all of a sudden I see feathers around me. So that has also started, you know. So it's been like a mixed bag of experience with various things.
Karishma, the angels are trying to tell you they very much exist around you. They're very
Yes,
much there. In
yes,
case you have
yes.
any doubt, they'll anytime probably a doubt comes up, they'll send you a number, they'll send you a feather.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, because of the numbers, you know, I think they pushed me to become a little more positive in the sense, like in my thought process, because given the COVID times, you're always worried, you're always stressed about something or the other. So they say whenever you see these angel numbers, you need to catch your thought process. You know, so what has happened by default, my thought process is, you know, shifting more towards like, okay, I don't know when am I going to see a number next. So might as just let me think positive all the time, everything will be well. So in a way, they've nudged me very beautifully to stop being so worried all the time. So I think it's been a great journey. It's been an absolutely great journey with the angels, and I'm still experiencing it. So earlier, I would see a lot of butterflies around my house, which had stopped. And I think for the last 5 6 days, I've again started seeing butterflies. So slowly, I think they are telling me in every way that, you know, we are around you. Expect changes, expect positive, happy changes.
How
All-
wonderful.
Yeah, so one has been this experience with the angels, and also I'd like to say, Siddhi as a facilitator is exceptionally very warm, very nice, very forthcoming, very patient. I think it's been great, you know, learning from her. She's been a fantabulous teacher, a very good mentor, and I love you.
she she herself is so gentle in her approach to teaching, approach to sharing. I always admire that about Siddhi, that she has this very gentle way of guiding.
Gentle, yeah, gentle, patient, and you know, I think she's very warm. And I think one thing that I must say is anybody who joins her classes, eventually, you know, uh, it's like, you know, you're taken care of. You're never alone. There will be people around you who will be around, like it's one large family. So that's a good thing working with Siddhi.
Wonderful, wonderful, Karishma. Thank you for sharing that. Karishma, tell us, are there other ways in which you've seen shifts, or the other ways in which the angels have helped you?
So like I did tell you that, you know, when these small things happen, it kind of helps you build faith, you
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
You know, they are nudging me to change my mindset because
And
I've
that's
been
one of the
seeing,
hardest things actually to do.
Yeah. So I think that's large,
Yeah.
Of course, there are conspicuous benefits and inconspicuous benefits, but I believe inconspicuous benefits are larger than the conspicuous benefits, and
Yeah.
that is,
True.
and that's the way you will be able to see conspicuous benefits. So I think I've seen some inconspicuous benefits,
Hmm.
and slowly, I'm sure I will be able to talk of very big successes in my environment.
Hmm.
Also, a part of her course is working with candles, you know,
Yeah.
and there I have seen conspicuous benefits for people with whom I've done candle work.
Okay.
Uh, so this is for, I did this for about five people, five of my friends,
Yeah.
uh, and obviously some were in the area of finances, and most of them are the area of finances. And one of them actually told me that my brother-in-law, is always, he's always hassled, always worried. There is this property which is on rent, and he's been trying to get it released, but that is really bothering him. She didn't give me too many details about the problem.
Hmm.
She didn't give me
Hmm.
too many details about what was happening with the property. And she said he's alone and he stays in Delhi and she lives in the US.
Hmm.
And what happened was I prayed upon the candles for 3 continuous days for her brother-in-law, saying that, whatever is bothering him, whatever is hassling him, of course, I pray to the angels, please kind of help him out, release him of the stress. I hope, his negativity goes away and he just becomes happy. And I did this on Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Hmm.
And she called me up on Wednesday and or on Thursday, and she told me, she says, Karishma, the second day that you did the candle, he called up and he said that, remember that property I told you about? I said, yeah, I vaguely remember. She says, remember we were trying to get rid of the tenant? She says, he came and he gave the house keys saying, this is it. We are done. We are going. And initially, I thought it was 15 years. So she said, no, it was 50 years from the time of my father in law that they were living in, and they were just refusing to leave the house.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's
So,
really, and in you did it in like 2 days of candle work. That's incredible.
yeah. So it's like I didn't do it. I think
I
I
mean, like you managed to
yeah.
man
Uh,
help him manifest that.
yeah. And, another friend of mine, she wanted to see a growth in her business upward.
Hmm.
And she told me, she says, Karishma, I am seeing a lot many more clients. Of course, she has a certain target, and I'm working with her, praying with her. But and I think that would be achieved. So out of five people, two people given me heads up in like 3 days of working with the candles.
How incredible.
So, so I think overall it's been a good experience, a very good experience. Of course, it's the connection also which matters, and it's the personal effort that you take. But I think it's a great way to start with Siddhi. Anybody who's thinking about it, I think it's a great way to start with Siddhi. You all will 100% see great benefits.
Thank you so much, Krishna. Thank you so much for sharing that. How wonderful.
Thank you, Ruchira, for bringing me on.
Thank you, Karishma.
Most welcome, Siddhi.
Thank
We've got lots of people saying, wow, great. And of course, Siddhi, you have like a huge fan following in amongst the audience. I have a whole bunch of comments that people had put in earlier as well, saying Siddhi is wonderful and hugely generous.
thank
I
you.
do I do want to raise a couple of things, Siddhi. Um, a bunch of people have asked about things that they see, and even Karishma, she mentioned that she at first didn't see these things that she started seeing. What do these elements signify? What do butterflies mean? What does seeing coins mean?
Okay. The most of all, what I would rather point at is the numbers in the words in the sounds that are repeated to you.
Okay.
Butterflies usually mean that you have the presence around you. Finding a coin in some other ways means they're trying to connect with you and trying to draw your attention somewhere.
Okay.
Seeing unusual kind of lights, like all the Diwali lights you see are reds, greens, yellows. once in a while you'll see a pink light and you're like, this is unusual. I've never seen light like this before. That
Hmm.
also will catch your attention because of a certain reason. Uh, so when you largely see certain repeated words or certain repeated numbers, they definitely come with a certain message. Every number has a meaning to it. A lot of times we end up saying double one or 111, and we tell everyone that, you know what, when you see it, think positive thoughts. It's likely that you're going to go ahead and manifest and things like that. That's because it means that you are connecting with the universal energies very well. And when you're connected with the universe, it is likely that what your desires in your mind are going to come to fruition. So yes, your angels are making you aware of what kind of shifts are happening in your life. What is it that you're going through?
Hmm.
So you can make prepared choices. Like when you see 555, that means a period of rumbling changes in your life.
Ah.
So you know that this is the period I have to be at my best of patience, and I need to have my calm because these changes are for my highest good and I have to undergo them. While if you see 888, it might mean that money will come into your life.
Ah.
It also might mean that certain karmic cycles are ending.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So likewise, every number when you keep seeing in a repeated way
Hmm.
has some meaning to it. And sometimes there are combinations of numbers. Like
Hmm.
you'll see 1515, you'll see 1818. So they have a particular meaning attached to them as well.
Okay. All right. And you teach all this in your workshop as well in greater detail.
Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. And I test them as well. Like
Oh.
I will once in a while hold a surprise test to see how much they've absorbed. It sometimes makes me feel like a school teacher, but yeah.
It's the only way to check how much has gotten retained. Siddhi, I do want to take on Sejal as well because Sejal had said a very beautiful, she put in some very beautiful comment about you, and I want to take her on and I want to hear from her as well. Sejal,
Yes,
can you, I'm just going to unmute you. There. Can you hear
Huh.
us?
Yes. Hi, Ruchira.
Hi, Sejal. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I
How
know
is?
uh, they all were talking about how you connected them with Niti, and they were very thankful to you. Darshita
Yes.
was mentioning that she's so thankful to you for connecting. Um, Sejal, tell me about your experience with angels and your
Oh,
experience and
oh,
what they have opened up for you.
okay. First of all, Siddhi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. First of all, I would really tell that, everyone asks, no, ki, like, who are your guardian angels? I would say ki Siddhi and Darshita are my two guardian angels, and I'm thankful to God for this. Thank you to universe for this. I myself am a healer. Uh, I have learned many modalities with Siddhi, but this was the angel therapy was the first class. Through Facebook, I got connected with Siddhi, and I don't know from where to start, Ruchira, because the miracles which I have seen in my life, no, they are uncountable, innumerable. First of all, I would really share, nowadays I don't believe to go out to temples because my altar of angels is my home temple. I really pray, do all the prayers here only, and I feel really like हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना कि साक्षात भगवान हमारे घर में है. So I also believe like कि the angels are really with me. I never tell angels कि you give me your validation. I know they are there only. Like Siddhi has made such a beautiful connection with angels. I would like to share some of my clients' experience. Recently, one of my friend, she is also a student of Siddhi, and she also do these angel prayers and all. Her mother had some sugar level issue, like it was ranging between 350 to 400.
Okay.
But I told you can also do no. So she's telling me, no, Sejal, you have got a very lovely connection with angels, and if you do the prayers for my mom, I feel कि नहीं मेरी mom का sugar level normal हो गया है. So like 1 week I did angel prayers for her, and like she was the level was between 120 to 150, like normal level it had come.
My goodness,
Yeah, yeah.
how
I think
incredible.
yes, thank you. And other thing, one of the I give healing to so many COVID patients. So
Hmm.
recently, one of my friends, a neighbor, doctor had told him 72 hours critical.
Hmm.
So she told me that, Sejal, will you do this candle work on angel prayers for him? I said, okay, fine. And I think I had done just 3 days angel prayers for him, and he was out of danger, like he was perfectly all right.
Hmm.
So and also the Siddhi teaches us oracle cards and reading, and she like makes us to learn oracle jar. So that also it is really superb. Like we get so much connected. And Ruchira, let me tell you one more thing. Like I am a housewife, and I had thought to start my career once my kids grow up. But I have never thought कि ये lockdown में I will get such a beautiful experience and I will start my career. Like Siddhi is amazing, and I'm really thankful to universe for blessing me with Siddhi. Thank you so much.
How fabulous, Sejal, that
Acha,
you've been able to, start your work, start earning
mm,
despite everything that's going on in the world. It seems the angels are definitely with you
yes.
and
And
protecting and helping you.
but one more thing I would like to share. Uh, Recently, before 2 weeks, my father-in-law, he's a heart patient. He has already gone 4 times angioplasty he has done.
Oh gosh.
And he was feeling very uneasy that day, night around 10 o'clock. So my husband took him to the doctor,
Hmm.
and all cardiograms and this and that they will do. But just when he went, no, I put a diya to angels and I prayed. My father-in-law will come back soon, and his cardiogram is normal. Just that I was so much relaxed, as if I knew everything before. And trust me, within 1.5 hours, my father-in-law came, and they are like very old, no? So they don't believe all these things in angels. When he came home, I told him, Papa, now bow down and say thank you to angels. My angels saved you. So he was so happy. Really, so many miracles I have. Matlab, if I will go on sharing, no, I think I will take so many hours. But I am
Thank you.
ending.
Thank you
I'm
so
ending
much,
up here.
Sejal. Those are remarkable shifts that you've experienced, and how wonderful that the angels have been helping you along.
And like as Darshita said, even tears had in my eyes, like I'm so blessed to have Siddhi in my life. She is an amazing soul. God bless you so much, Siddhi.
Thank you, Sejal. It's really heartfelt.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
Sejal.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
so much.
sharing that.
Yeah,
Siddhi,
thank you.
that's I'm going to come back to a couple of questions. That's really beautiful that Sejal shared all these experiences with working with angels. I wanted to understand from you what are the different life challenges and areas of life that angels really help us with.
Sure. So
Could you
first of
share
all,
with us some case studies as well in your own from your own experience?
touch wood, and I'll tell you one thing that Sejal is not the only one who's one of my students who's flourished during the lockdown.
Hmm.
There are a lot many more who saw great amount of jump in their monies, prosperities, starting a career, changing a career to starting something in healing
Hmm.
or angel connections. The way Karishma has seen difference with candle work, Sejal has in fact done a lot of candle work for her own clients. They have started becoming candle healers or
Hmm. Candle
angel
magic.
healers for others.
Hmm.
So it is money, it is relationships where you see changes. We have by now, through others' words, seen a lot of changes in health also. So you never know. So once what happened during this COVID phase, I do a lot of candle work. I do angel and dragon healings. and I've seen a lot of changes. And like what Sejal said, a lot of guidance comes to you through oracle cards, oracle jars, or messages.
Hmm.
There, I saw in two of the patients' cards that they were to go ahead and dig deeper into the kind of reports that were in front of them.
Hmm.
So the main issue wasn't the virus.
Okay.
It was virus plus something else. And because a certain card came, I said, you have to go ahead and get all the tests done. There's no escape from there.
Hmm.
And when the tests were done, I'm once again, touch wood, I'm very happy that they could get timely help, because one of them had issue in pancreas, the other guy had issue in his lungs.
My goodness.
And only a timely help would have helped them cure the entire thing faster. So when you're dealing with two ailments in one go and one of them is COVID, it is definitely worth looking into. So likewise, when it comes to guidance, they help you. When it comes to health, in fact, any area. So as I said that in my earlier calls also, that they are the ones who get you a breakthrough. My own story started when I didn't know what angels are, and I come from a totally different faith. So I was like, whoever the angels are, I follow Jainism. So I don't know what you have to do with me. But it all started with numbers. I didn't know what numbers were. But as I started understanding more about them, I realized that there's a whole world, a whole dimension. Um, the day I learned about angels, I started working with them till now. I've
Hmm.
constantly seen only progress in my life, whether it is about relationships, whether it is about monies, whether it is about my health, whether it is about my well being. In fact, a lot of people you'll see in common will tell me that Siddhi has a very calming aura. She has a
Yeah.
lot of patience. I don't know where she gets it from, but I also don't know where I got it from. But somehow I turned into a person I am today. So it is about divine connection. I feel when you are connected with gentler people, gentler energies, it makes you a very gentle person. It makes you a very kind, very warm person. It's because of your surrounding.
Hmm.
One very remarkable change that I see in my home is whenever my friends come around, some relatives come around, or even clients come around, they said there's something in this house that we don't want to go back. We just want to stay here. It is giving me a lot of calm. It is giving me a lot of peace. Because I'm used to invoking angels in my house, my entire house's vibration has changed. So one once someone walks in, gets a lot of comfort within him. So that's what happens. That is something I've never worked on. That is something that has happened on its own. So sometimes you work with your intents that I need more money. But in order to get more money, if your health needs to be improvised, we will go ahead and help you with your health as well. So whenever we work with angelic realms or these kind of realms, I say that they are smarter energies.
Hmm.
They
Okay.
know how to work with you or what exactly is to be worked upon.
So that's really interesting that you mentioned that, Siddhi, because that makes me feel that truly it's truly guidance, because sometimes we're facing a problem and we don't know how to solve it. We want it solved, but we don't know how to go about it. And possibly, and you're saying that the angels will also guide us in terms of showing us what needs to change and what we need to perhaps work on. Is that
Sure, yes.
is
Yes,
that
yes.
true
They'll
about,
truly
especially
show.
on relationships and things like that?
Yes, they do. In fact, there are times when you get your answers in your dreams. There are times when you get your answers in your angel meditations. There are times when we worked out and noted down what messages they have for us and others in the group.
Hmm.
And you always have your angel cards. And yes, it always helps you with a guidance. And okay, there's one more thing I'll tell you that is very interesting. this is something started as friends practice when I was sitting and doing some cards, and your friends really want to test you, like, okay, now it's time we test Siddhi. Every time they ask the same questions over different shuffles, no
Hmm.
matter it was me or them taking the cards out, the same cards came out.
Ah.
That time I got my goosebumps. I was like, this is something uncanny. And when I started working with clients eventually and started working with other people, believe me, most of the times, even when they twist the question to get the kind of answers they want, but the answer is this,
Hmm.
they will end up receiving the same cards. That is the power of angel invocation. They tell you, they give you a direction, they guide you towards it. Uh, they also tell you what is your highest and best. It does not depend as to what you foresee as a future, but they can see lot much more. Like in the month of December, all
Hmm.
the readers usually have clients coming to them saying, tell me about the new year that is coming in
Yeah.
front of me. So
Yeah.
had I, all the clients. So December 2019, all my clients who came for prosperity reading and started asking me whether I'm up for promotion this year.
Hmm.
And I used to get a card saying no. There was one person, and then there was two, then there was third. And I was like, angels, what's wrong with my clients? They are smart people. They are well deserving. I can see it on their face. Then why not them? And I started praying for them, only soon to realize that the entire world had layoffs while my clients were still secure. The only thing they didn't have is promotions, while some of them really did manage with promotions as well.
Wow, that's truly so. It's not. It's sometimes an answer that you have to understand in a context as well. That's
Yes, you
incredible.
don't know what kind of scenario is building up. Angels know what kind of energies are building up, how
Mhm.
your future is going to be. So sometimes when you take guidance as to should I choose number A or number B, that's the time it becomes more critical to listen to them, because they will see what's your highest and best and lead you to that.
No, okay, that's incredible. Um, I've got Bhairavi saying incredible, Honey is saying wow, and in fact, Preeti also agrees. She says even she has experienced, the same cards came up for the same question for her son.
Wow.
That's really amazing. Um, Siddhi, I have a question from Lydia. She says she's from Africa, and she says, "How do I connect with the angels?" She's in a lot of financial crisis. She needs money. She feels depressed. Is there is there something that we that that can help her?
Yes, definitely and for sure. So I'll answer that. But before that, a lot of times people ask me that whether attunements are required to connect with angels, whether certain things are required. Let
Yeah.
me answer that along with this, so it gives a clarity to a lot of people along with her. So,
Hmm.
yes, your body is a device, like how you carry your smartphones. And you need a proper SIM card, or else you'll keep searching for a connection.
Yeah.
So attunement is an introduction of an energy, that way that now you're connecting with a certain tower, now you're connecting with certain way, with
Hmm.
a certain frequency or energy. So
Hmm.
you can work without that as well. But attunements are those who help you set that connection faster now that you've received all the tools and energy introduction. I
Yeah.
usually term it as an energy introduction. That now I know I didn't know Ruchira. Now she knows me. I know her. I can give her a call when I
Okay.
need. So
Okay.
it is like an energy introduction. Now coming back to Lydia, when you have a financial crunch, or when you have any kind of these things that you're facing in your life, number one, you need to work with your stress. Number two, you need to empower your money energy. To go ahead and undo your stress, please place your right hand on your heart chakra and call out to Archangel Samuel to
Uh,
surround you with
Siddhi,
loving energies. And
shall
sorry.
we actually take Lydia on and you can speak
Yes,
with her
please.
directly? Let's do
Of
that.
course, yes.
Let me just, Lydia, I've put in a request to unmute you. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Lydia? I'm just checking if she can. Yeah, she can. Lydia, can you hear us now?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Wonderful.
Good
Lydia, I have
afternoon.
Siddhi here with me, and she'd like to offer you a solution.
Hi, Lydia. Are you able to hear me? Because your voice is not
Yes,
coming through clear. Yes, awesome. Now I can hear you. So, how much of stress are
yes, I
you
can hear you.
having in your mind currently? If you were to
Because
uh,
I don't
put
get
a
proper,
ranking to it from 1 to 10, yeah,
like, honestly, I can say 10.
Rushira, were you able to hear that? Because I was.
No, no. Lydia, can you speak up a little louder?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. So we were asking you if you can put a number. Oh, Shweta says she said 10. Okay. You're saying your stress level is at 10 right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
So, let us do this as an exercise. Lydia, along with you, everyone else who's feeling stressed right now, place your right hand on your heart chakra. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Take 3 deep breaths, like make a balloon out of yourself when you breathe in and release from your mouth. Close your eyes as you call out to Archangel Samuel. He's the angel of relationships, he's angel of calming down, he's angel of unconditional love, forgiveness, with pink colored energies. Just say, Archangel Samuel, surround me with your energies.
Archangel Samuel, surround me with your energies.
Yes. One more deep breath. Say, Archangel Samuel, please surround me with your energies.
Archangel Samuel, surround me with your energies.
Do this for at least 11 times, out loud or in your mind. Archangel Samuel, please surround me with your energies.
Archangel Samuel, please surround me with your energies.
Archangel Samuel, please surround me with your
Archangel
energies.
Samuel, surround me with your energies.
Archangel
Archangel,
Samuel, please surround me with
please surround me with your energies.
Archangel Samuel.
Archangel Samuel, please surround me with your energies. Archangel Samuel, please surround me with your energies. Please, energies. Archangel Samuel, surround me with your Archangel Samuel, surround me with your energies. Surround me.
As this happens, slowly visualize yourself being surrounded with pink colored beautiful energies.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you're done speaking for 11 times, slowly open your eyes and tell me how much of stress you have then.
Archangel Samuel, please surround me with your Archangel Samuel, please surround me with your energies. Archangel Samuel, please surround me with your energies. Archangel Samuel, please surround me. Archangel Samuel, please surround me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much of stress you feel now, and everyone else, you can put it on the chat. And I'll tell you after this a money exercise. So, for which you'll need a currency note or a coin. Before that, I need to know how much of stress you still feel.
I feel a little like
Awesome. So,
I feel better, but yeah. I'm just going through a lot, so I don't know really how I feel right now.
Awesome. If you're going through a lot, do it for 10 more times. 10 more
Okay,
times. Ask him to do away with all the stress. Archangel Samuel, please help me do away with this stress.
okay.
Again, your hand on your heart chakra.
It should be the right hand.
It should be the right hand. Yes.
Okay. You said Archangel.
Samuel. Yes.
Please
Do away all my worries, you can say. You can also say, do away all my stress.
Archangel Samuel, please clear away with all the stress I'm going through. Archangel Samuel, please clear away with all the stress I'm going through. Archangel Samuel, please clear away with all the stress I'm going through. Archangel Samuel, please clear away with all the stress I'm going through. Archangel Samuel, please clear away with all the stress I'm going through. Archangel Samuel, please clear away with all the stress. Archangel Samuel, please clear away with all the stress I'm going through. Archangel Samuel, please clear away with all the stress I'm going through. Okay.
Are you feeling lighter? Even more?
Yes, I feel like I was running or something. Now I feel relaxed.
Awesome.
How lovely. How wonderful. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you for coming on. Thank you so much, Siddhi.
We are not done with the exercise yet. I have to tell her the money exercise.
Okay,
So
all
if
right.
you have a currency note or a coin, I'll be working with a coin because next to me, again, I found a coin. So
Siddhi,
I'll
should
be
everyone
working.
else, can everyone else also do this?
Yes, why not? Yes, yes. Everyone, please go ahead, get a coin or a currency note, whatever you have with you.
Okay. I got myself a note.
Yes. So,
While everyone gets a note, Siddhi, I must tell you that everyone felt, all the others who also did the exercise, they sent in a whole bunch of messages saying feeling so relaxed and light. Somebody's stress came down to a 3. They were just feeling really, really so much lighter and relaxed. And they did want to check with you, Siddhi, is it Shamuel or Samuel?
it is CHA.
CHA. All right. All right. So we'll just clarify that for everyone. Thank you. Okay. Does everyone have a coin or a currency note? Okay, I'm going to bring my currency note. I want to I want to be a part of this as well.
Sure. And in the meantime, who remembers the archangel that we need to pray for money? Please message. Yes.
I will.
Wow. Everyone seems to have got the name right. Awesome.
Wonderful. Okay. She's a female archangel.
Oh, okay. So all the archangels are neither female nor males. These are the pictures we've made. So they're
Ah,
just light beings.
oh, okay. All right.
Because this one is seen more with gentler energies. That's why we've picturized her as a female.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So all you need to do is keep your coin or your currency note between both your palms. I have mine here. And alternatively, you can choose to keep your wallet also that way. But today we'll do our exercise with currency note or a coin only because we directly empower our notes and our coins instead of empowering our wallet that could be of any material. we'll go ahead and take out coins and notes and directly start empowering them. Now, this is one exercise that helps you empower the money energy, that helps you connect with the money energy, and help the archangel connect with your money energies and start empowering. So, your coin between both your palms or your note between both your palms. Once again, 3 deep breaths. Make a balloon out of yourself when you're breathing in and release from your mouth. And whatever I'm speaking, repeat after me in your mind as you say, Archangel Ariel, please empower my monies. Archangel Ariel, please double up my money energies. Archangel Ariel, please give me new financial opportunities. Archangel Ariel, I'm surrendering my money worries to you. Archangel Ariel, please empower my money energies. Archangel Ariel, please bless the flow of money in my life. Archangel Ariel, please make my money flow smooth and blessed every day, every second, every hour of my life. Archangel Ariel, please make my money flow in my life smoother, effortless, positive, and blessed. Now, in your mind, continue saying, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Ariel, I surrender my money worries to you. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Slowly take 3 deep breaths and open your eyes. This note or this coin, you can keep it onto your altar, in your wallet. You can give it to someone else and energize one more. This exercise, you can do it for a minute, 2 minutes, every day. It will help you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Siddhi. Thank you so much for that. Great. Siddhi, you mentioned, I want to see if there are any questions on this quickly. Jinta's asking what color is associated with Archangel Ariel?
Yellow or gold.
Ah, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Bharti says the coin became very hot.
Very soon the flow should happen in your life.
So does that mean, Saurabh's also asking, and I had the same question actually. So does that mean that the coin or the note is charged now? So
Yes.
should we not spend it? Should we like keep it, or?
I'll tell you what, this is a blessing.
Okay.
The more I give it to others, the more I'll receive in my life because I'm capable of making much more. So I believe in making lucky coins and giving it to others.
Okay.
I believe in sharing my blessings. It only increases the energy of blessings
Okay.
in everyone's life. So
Okay. Fabulous. Bharti saying give it away. Bharti, that's a 500 rupee note that now I'm going to be giving away.
no, so whenever you're making an exchange, you can give it away for an exchange and energize new one for yourself.
Okay. I actually had given this to my helper in the morning saying, you should keep some money with you. And it was the only note that was close to me. So I grabbed that. So it's going back to my helper.
She's lucky one then.
She's lucky. I'm actually double lucky to have her. So, so okay. I'm going to quickly check with you. So I wanted to come back. You mentioned oracle cards as a big portion, and today, I think in the call today, we've talked about angels and we've talked about how to connect with them, in what ways they help us. But your workshop actually, Siddhi, is so much more than that. And I
Yes.
want to be able to share with everyone all the other aspects and all the other things that you cover and that you teach, that is to do with angels, but also to do with candles and spell work and herbs and oils and oracle cards. And you teach oracle card reading in this workshop as well. Tell us a
Yes.
little bit about that.
Okay, so it's not limiting there. Uh, can I take the liberty to mention few more things?
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course.
So it is also about checking the past life records. It is also about making your own oracle jars. Like,
Okay.
you don't need to depend only on the oracle that you're receiving as cards, which usually come as different kind of decks, which are a little different from tarot, but each one of them gives you some kind of guidance. But it is very important to go ahead and make your connect with the angels more effective, more bonding,
Hmm.
so that anything that you do works out well. So when it comes to making your own oracle, you're building a connection to receive, you're channelizing those messages.
Hmm.
Now, that is very essential when you're working with angels, because when you're reading your oracles also, you need your angels to guide you. You need your angels to nudge you to a certain thing. So your connection is what that is the most important. And I always ensure that I have that in place when it comes to students. And that's why sometimes when students have learned, they've moved out of the batch, I again invite them for the next workshop whenever it's happening, so that they can keep making the connection better as the time moves. So that is one. So it is about working with your guardian angels, archangels. It is about finding out what kind of gifts you have. As I said, that some people can hear, some people can see, some people can just sense energies because I'm very emotional. So finding your own personal way out to connect with your angels. It's what I help you with. So some of my students here, uh, when archangels are around, some of my students see visions when they are around, while some of my students only feel it emotionally. Now each one of them is different from the other, but I ensure that all of them make a connection. Apart
Hmm.
from that, there are oracle cards. A thorough reading is taught. They get ample amount of practice onto each other and some other groups that I have where I make them practice, I test them. It is also about checking their own and others' past life records. It is also about receiving Archangel Metatron's attunement, and it is also about learning the basics of candle work, which includes essential oils, which includes herbs, which includes setting your own prayers for yourself or others. So what happens at the end of it is you become a healer, you become a person who's able to give away a lot when it comes to angels.
Hmm. Okay.
So it's like a wholesome, it's like three workshops put together in one.
That's incredible. That's really incredible. Tell us a little bit. I know that there are some here who are a little familiar with the angels and all, but tell us a little bit more about oracle cards, Siddhi. What can they help us? Where in terms of guidance, is it something that you use for guidance, or is it something that you use to predict the future?
Okay, so usually they are said to be guidance, but I'll tell you what, you get answers of yes and no, you get to make your choices. Yes, they also tell you future, but it doesn't predict like how you have your prophecies.
Hmm.
It's not a message like that. For that, you need to channelize and connect. And that's why the oracle, making your own oracle happens there.
Hmm.
Apart from that, the 12 meditations that I give yearly as a bonus is something everyone gets to get a better connect with angels.
Okay.
So this kind of predictions or this kind of guidance becomes more profound when it comes to your angel cards. Now, there are decks that are made for answers and guidance, and there are decks that come only with guidance. I usually work with answers and guidance together. You don't need anything else. All
Okay.
you need is your angel connection to find out what future holds for you. Yes, that guidance you definitely get.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Somebody asked, I'll just scroll up because that was an interesting question. Um, yeah, it was actually one of the questions I had for you as well, Siddhi. Bharti was asking, you mentioned about past life records. And I wanted to understand, so if angels are a way to look at past life records, how does it compare with other methods like Akashic records and all?
For this, we need to simply understand how uh, and from where are we accessing these records. So, like the different dimension, there's the sixth dimension
Hmm.
where the entire library, let's call it a library of
Hmm.
uh, everyone's books are there.
Yeah.
They hold the records of past lives. Now, just give it a thought: who's running the library?
Hmm.
Who's managing the library? Are those angels working under the CEO?
That's right. That's true.
And that's why we go ahead and connect with them, because they have the access to it. They have the access, they have the ability and understanding. So it's not only about accessing past life records. I also teach them to understand a particular message using the angel connection if they wanted to dig deeper into the message.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is it when it comes to technical aspects, it might be little different from the others to go ahead and access your records.
Hmm.
But when it comes to angel connection, they are the ones who are directly working in the space and help you with that.
Okay.
There's someone messaging that audio is not correct. I hope everyone's able to hear me properly.
I think everyone can hear. Can everyone hear us? Yeah, sound is good. I think a couple of people, maybe their connection's not great. Okay. All right. So, Siddhi, I want to recap a little bit in terms of the the entire course and process of connecting with angels. So you teach, it's a 14-hour workshop. You're not only teaching everyone about the different archangels that are there, the different guardian angels that are there. You're also teaching them about accessing past life records with angels. You're
Yes.
teaching them about the connection and communication and how to, like, how to connect as well as how to communicate with the angels. So that means there are certain protocols, right?
Yes. So all the techniques, all the tips, also about making your own oracles, also about setting your prayers. So there will be practicals
Hmm.
where everyone will be doing relationship, prosperity prayers with me together.
Hmm.
They will practically sit and understand the process and make it happen. And it comes with lot of practice sessions.
Okay. Okay.
So
And during those practice sessions, basically what's happening is that you are getting healed, you're possibly healing others as well. There was a question from someone in the group saying, can I heal my mother you by connect? Can I offer prayers to an angel on behalf of my mother?
yes, you can. Yes. And that's what happens in my practice. So there is learning. So there are theories, there are practicals to learning.
Hmm.
And the practice sessions is you actually get down and make it happen in front of you. So it includes your candles, it includes reading with Oracle, it includes understanding different kind of spreads. Now,
Hmm.
if I was to read cards for you, it could be 3 cards, it could be 5 card spread, it could be 7 card spread, it could be a 10 card spread, all
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
So how do you decide and understand what kind of a spread I'm going to go ahead and do it for Ruchira? So
Hmm.
everything practically a person gets to do it.
Hmm.
It's not only understanding, knowing the fact, and leaving out of the class. I don't like that format.
Yeah, yeah. So it's because as you experience working with it, that's how you learn
Yes.
best.
Yes.
All right. And then the next segment of your course is, of course, working with, like you mentioned, energy work and cord cutting with the angels. You
Yes.
mentioned meditations and negativity removal as well. Why is it important to understand, how to do cord cutting?
Okay, so
In
when there
what
are
ways do you
times
do
when
cord cutting?
you want to improvise your relationships in
Okay.
life. There are times where you need a cleansing in your house, in your space, in your workspace, everywhere else,
Hmm.
because you need your vibrations going up when it comes to money. You need your vibrations going up when it comes to other areas of your life. Now,
Hmm.
if there was a method to go ahead and teach you working with angels and make these things possible,
Hmm.
why not explore? So all this comes under healing with angels. So it
Okay.
is, so when you and I are talking,
Yeah.
there's a thread between us. And suppose something I didn't like that you said, I'm just assuming here,
Hmm.
the entire cord gets dirtied with my thoughts because I've turned negative towards you.
Ah.
So who does this cord affect? It's not your mistake, but the cord is affecting you. It's not my mistake. I just happen to feel this way, but the cord is affecting even me. It's important to go ahead and cut these cords. It is important to rise the energies,
Hmm.
not only for myself, but for you also, but for the relationship uh, that we carry with, whether it is our family members, business associates, co-workers, partners, friends, relatives, anyone else.
Hmm.
And especially if you feel there's someone in your life you don't like, you need to work on it.
Hmm. That's incredible. That's all that I would think is also part of forgiveness process, is it?
Yes, but a lot of times, Ruchir, I meet people, they say, I
Hmm.
know forgiveness is important, I'm not ready for it.
Ah.
Because it is not my mistake. Why should I do forgiveness? It is not my mistake.
Yeah.
So, what is at play over there is sometimes ego, sometimes experiences, sometimes the hurt feeling, sometimes something else.
Yeah.
But that needs to go down for a practice to come into place.
Hmm. Hmm.
Who takes it down for you? If not you, angels.
Yeah, yeah. That's brilliant. That's really, really brilliant. That's beautifully explained, Siddhi. That's such a lovely thing that you highlighted. Great. So then after that, of course, there's that whole section about angel oracle card readings and making your guided and personal oracle messages jars as well. And you teach a segment of the angel prayers and candle work, and of course, like I mentioned earlier, working with herbs and oils, angel crystals, and you teach a whole bunch of relationship and prosperity spells as well with angels, right?
Yes, I do. And all this comes with notes, with practices. With someone asked me, certificate, yes, it comes with a certificate.
Yeah, Pooja is asking, will you give manuals and recordings of the class and a certificate? So I don't think there are recordings of the classes, but you do give
They
notes.
are available for up to 3 months,
Oh,
but
okay.
you always have a chance to come and visit the next workshop without any extra cost for another 6 months. So
Oh, wonderful. How fabulous. That's really brilliant.
and this also has a bonus of 12 full moon meditations where you constantly, every full moon, you're building a new connect. Every full moon, you're empowering your connect. So,
Yeah, yeah. Great. Siddhi, we're going to run out of time today, so I do want to
yes,
share the offers that you have for everyone. And maybe if
yes,
we have a bit of time, we'll at the after that we could take on a couple of people and give them a glimpse of what Oracle card readings are about. Yeah,
yes,
does that sound good?
yes.
Okay, let me share my screen so at least everyone knows what the offers, etc., are all about. Just one second, let me get that up, and because I know everyone's been asking. Okay, and let me share.
And in the meantime, yes, Pooja, I'll be teaching about making your own oracle messages.
All right. So I do want you to highlight just in terms of a recap what are the top benefits of doing this entire workshop, and in what ways can it help people?
Yes. So the very first thing that I use, or what I have experienced in my life, is breakthroughs. It's opening up of doors. It is about improving my own health, my family's health, the joy quotient in my mind, the peace quotient in my life. Apart from that, health, I've I've started manifesting very fast, very quick. And it is also about receiving right guidance. It is also about receiving so many things more. Uh, that's how it has been for me. I think the screens were freezing up for me. So, am I the person with no network, or
Um, it's fine right now for me, Siddhi.
okay?
Can everyone see the screen? If you can just put in the chat, we'll just yeah. All right. So, Siddhi, can you see the screen as well now?
Yes, yes,
All
yes.
right. Okay. So we'll come to the workshop details you want to share.
It's a 14 hours workshop, and that's how I say it is 14 hours. You can pick any of my students, they'll not tell you anything less than 20 hours. It will be everything together, because I like to answer everything, because I like to prepare you for everything that's coming ahead, because you'll be working for your families, friends, clients. You'll be doing detailed, practical, and theory work with me. You'll also be receiving attunements. You'll be learning cards, this bonus of meditations and all that. So when you work,
I'll show them the bonuses as well.
so as a part of the bonus, you get, as I said, you get to attend the workshops for 6 months, as many times as they are happening. You will be informed. There are 12 full moon meditations. There are review and practice sessions, and everything put together, it would amount up to rupees 55,400. That is US dollars 828.
And with
But
everyone ready to see what's on offer, give me a yes in the chat. Only then will I allow Siddhi to share that.
also,
You want to see the angel numbers, right? You want to see what the angels and Siddhi are offering you today, right? Give me a big yes.
yes.
All right.
So it comes to you for rupees 8,800. That is dollars 134 only. And that is for first 10 buyers.
That's
Yes.
great. So
And
I can see so many eights, and that alone to me is a sign.
yes, I was just going to draw your attention to two things. Is you're looking at number 88. Today is the 11th. We've and Ravi Pushya. If you are guided, this is a good day to begin with it. It is the day to start your divine connections.
Wonderful. And Siddhi, you also are offering sessions today, right?
Yes.
I'm just going to share that
Yes,
as
there
well.
will be, yeah.
We can recap the offer once again, but we'll share the sessions first.
Yeah. In the meantime, people who are asking me and sending me messages about dates and times, it will begin on 17th of October, morning 11 to 1 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays. It is a weekend batch.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be coming up with a weekday batch as well. So if you are someone who's looking at flexibility of time or alternate days, it is anyway going to be only twice a week, 2 hours each session. You can get in touch with Amrish and we'll figure out a time for you.
Yeah.
So yes, Ruchira, I'm sorry. Over to you.
No, that's fine. I just wanted you to also let them know that if in case They're just looking for like a quick
Yes.
angel
So
card
if you
reading
are
session. They
someone,
can,
yes, if you're someone who's looking only at a reading session, that also comes to you with a big bonus. So usually I charge 1900 for 30 minutes. I will be giving it away. It's rupees 1750. That is US dollars 27. So you
great.
can go ahead and book that as well.
Siddhi, what kind of things can I get to know in an angel card reading session?
As I put forward certain kind of readings already, I told stories of health, I
Yeah.
told stories of monies. I've also figured out whether there was a third person playing a role in a relationship. Um, we've also done work for someone's promotion. It's any area of your life
Okay.
that you need help with.
Okay.
Every person is unique, so are the person's problems.
Hmm.
But angels look over all of us. So
And like you said, they know the future more clearly.
yes.
Great. All right. I just want to go over your workshop as well, because that's a really, really wonderful offer you've put together, Siddhi. So that's a minimum of 14 hours. And of course, if we ask Sejal or Karishma, they'd probably say they've spent much more than that time with you. That includes the 3-in-1 combination of the courses of angel therapy, angel oracle cards, and candle prayers for angels. You're also getting attuned with Archangel Metatron with Siddhi's help. And every session will, Siddhi, you're going to start with this beautiful, powerful meditation. So there are 12 full moon meditations in addition to that, which is about what, 18,000 that you're just getting within this package. That's incredible. and
Um,
you're sharing a whole bunch of spells, how to work with herbs and oils and angel crystals. That's really, really fabulous, Siddhi, that so much is coming in for just 8,800 rupees. That's $134. And like you said, today is if they're being guided to take this on, then today is a good day. It's auspicious to start new things. That's great.
so
So I'm going to just check on, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I'm going to check if there are a bunch of questions. There were a couple of questions, Siddhi. Devjani had asked, she has Doreen Virtue cards. Will she be able to use those, or will she need to get a new pack?
no, you can go ahead use whatever you have. That's
Okay.
okay. Across my students, all of them work with different kind of decks, and
Mhm.
they work fine with them.
Okay. All right. Shalu's asking, I'm new to angel therapy. Can someone please tell me how to pray to angels every day so I can connect with them? Shalu, that's what the entire workshop is all about. And we've shared some of the ways you can connect with them on today's masterclass as well. You can go over that in the replay that'll come to you on mail. Um, there's a couple of other questions. Shailaja's asking, where's this class held? Shailaja, it's going to be on all on Zoom, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. And there's a couple of things as well. Okay, I'm just going to quickly check. Okay. Pooja's asking, what's angel card reading?
Oh, Pooja, I believe you must have heard or done some kind of card reading like a tarot. So are angel cards, where you go ahead, seek guidance, seek answers related to whatever you wish in your life, and find out what's there for you, what future holds for you, or should you do certain things? Should you choose from A, B, C, D, or how is it?
Okay. Siddhi, Shama's asking, are there a whole bunch of materials that they require to do the workshop?
An open heart, a book and a pen, Just one deck only if you wish to invest, otherwise you're going to make your own oracle. So some papers, a jar or a bowl, and if you wanted to do your candle prayers, then candles, normal taper candles, some kitchen items, and if not candles, diyas.
Wonderful. I just want to add to this, Siddhi, because you and I have been on calls quite a few times now. So I know this about Siddhi. Siddhi works with what you have in your house typically already. So even with when she's suggesting spells and she's talking about herbs and oils, invariably, if you have to do something, it is something that you're likely to have. And she loves to give you lots and lots of options and substitutes, etc. as well. So I'm just going to check for other questions. Preeti's asking, she's at work from Monday to Saturday, full days. Is there an option for Sunday classes?
We can figure it out for her.
Okay. All right.
Saturdays also she's saying she's working.
Yeah. She works full days on Saturdays as well. Okay. Pooja is asking, does it include remedies? You have like a whole treasure trove of remedies that you that you teach on the class, right?
Yes.
Including there's prosperity spells and relationship spells as well that you particularly teach. There's a whole segment dedicated to that in your workshop. Okay. And
so this is the basics of candle work. This does not include advanced of candle work, but yes, this includes basics.
Okay. Sai is asking, will the healing be done in a personal session for a cancer patient?
The session that I'm giving away is a reading session. If you wanted to choose it to become a healing session and not take a reading, yes, why not?
Okay. All right. Dolly is asking, where can we buy the colored candles? I think, where would you suggest, Siddhi?
Everywhere you'll be able to go ahead and buy colored candles. There are big baskets, Amazon, and even then you don't get them, you can always get in touch with us. Either me or one of my ex-students or my other group members will help you get them.
Okay. Rohini is asking, would you help them set up an altar?
Yes, that has to happen.
All right. And Ruxana is asking, can we pay now and take a class later? Of course, Ruxana, that's what we always work with our healers on Mystic Lotus, that if you want, you can pay, because the offers are only valid like today, so you want to avail of the offer, avail of it today, and you can take the course anytime. Siddhi, they can take up the course anytime in the next 6 months, 6 to 8 months as well, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, Manjula's asking, are you live just now? Siddhi and I are very alive right now. I hope that's what you meant, Manjula. Pooja's asking, will you also be teaching how to do the attunement to others after completing your class?
No, this is a practitioner's course. This is not a teacher's course.
Okay.
If you wanted to upgrade to a teacher, that comes after this. So these are 3 levels, and then later comes the teacher's training.
Okay. Okay. All right. I think that's about it on the questions. If there are any further questions, of course, you all know that you can ask Siddhi on the Telegram group. She'll be around all of today and tomorrow. So just join in on the Telegram group if you're not already part of it, and you can ask her those questions regarding how this workshop will help you. Any questions regarding the workshop, you can ask her. Any questions or issues that you might face if you are in the midst of the transactions, get in touch with Amrish. Amrish's numbers are up 98203 422 yeah. So any payment related questions, you can ask Amrish on that. And somebody's just tested positive. Ruxana's tested positive for COVID.
Ruxana, then why don't you stay around for the meditation today and get some angel energies for yourself? Please relax. We'll have another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just in the meantime, Ruchira, if it is okay for me to take 30 seconds break, and Bhavna Mehta might be here, and you can just speak with her
Yeah, yeah,
about
of
her
course.
experiences, and
Yeah, yeah, of
I'll
course.
be gone for 30 seconds.
We'll just speak with Bhavna. Bhavna, can you, I'm going to try and unmute you from here. There. Bhavna, can you hear us? I've put in a request to.
Hello.
Hi, Bhavna.
Hi, Ruchira.
How are you?
Lovely, looking pretty as always, and Siti is also looking so good today.
Thank you. Thank you. Bhavna,
Yeah,
you've
but
done,
apologies first for that. I cannot put my video on as my battery is too low right now.
no problem, no problem. I know you've done the full workshop with Siddhi on angels, and
Yes, yes.
do tell us how the angels have, helped you.
First of all, I would like to thank Mystic Lotus for this opportunity to get me connected to Siddhi, who herself is an angel. So, so
True.
she was the first angel to be getting connected to with, getting onto her class helped me connect to the archangels and all the other angels. And it was, I would tell you, a wonderful, wonderful experience getting her, us connected to the guardian angels and archangels. And the, what do you say, the validations I've got for the class which we had done for, like
Yeah.
it's mind blowing. Like immediate results you could see, and I would like to go ahead saying that there are not one, two, three, but so many instances where I got miraculous answers and results for that. To
Bhavna, share
begin,
with us a few examples of those.
yes, yes, I'm going ahead with that one by one. When we were having, first of all, when she started with the classes and we all were going through, all of the students, like, through the class, she asked that working with the angels, all of them,
Hmm,
you have to ask for a validation, each of you, so you
that's right.
know that they are around you and listening to you.
Yeah.
And I always used to receive this coins since long, wherever I go, all around in the house, on the road, street, wherever I go, I used to find this rupee, 2 rupee coins. So I
Hmm,
asked Siddhi about it, like, I don't know, I know there's some divine connection to it, but I don't know what is it. And she
yeah.
said that you can collect them and keep with you and use for some good cause. So now I'm collecting them and using for my community pet food, you know.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So that's another way of blessing I get. And the second thing, when she asked for the validation, so everybody got it like quick in a day or two. And I said I had not asked for that. I said let me also ask for it. And
Hmm,
when I take my pets for a walk,
hmm.
like earlier I had found, crystals while walking. I'm talking at night, midnight, past midnight, because
Yeah.
one of my pet is very scared to go when humans are around. She's
Hmm,
a trauma rescued pet. So
okay.
when I took her for a walk, and
Hmm,
that day it came to me while just going out for the walk. I asked archangels that I need a validation today. Like
hmm.
if like I really have done something good. Like, I'm praying to you that I want a crystal now. I want to find a crystal now, which I had found earlier, right in a bed of mud. The plants which are roped in the middle of the road, the dividers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So as I just finished this sentence saying to myself, and I walked few steps, you wouldn't believe there was a shining stone right in front of my eyes within
Goodness.
minutes. Within minutes. And I just went ahead and picked it up, and it was a clear quartz crystal.
Wow, that you just happened to find like that. How
Yes,
incredible.
yes, yes, yes.
What
And
are
I'm
the,
having it. I'll put it like a picture later. If I could have put on my camera, I would have shown it right away, you know.
That's,
a big chunk of that. And then the other thing, when we went ahead working for manifesting, you know, the because she is so generous, I'm telling you,
hmm,
along with being gentle, calm, warm, and kind, you put in all adjectives together, like a day will go to continue. Whoever has been in contact with her will validate for that, you
hmm.
know. So when we went ahead for the morning session, like, praying with the candles, and she's so accommodative that if if people who don't believe in burning candles or things, she will ask you to go with diyas, with
Yeah.
whatever you have in your. Every Indian home has an way of appeasing God with diyas. So she will ask you to go ahead with that also. No compulsion of any kind of thing. And I needed, I deal with direct marketing of Tupperware goods.
Okay.
And for the month of September, I was like given a target for
Hmm.
which, if I completed, like we were told that we would be the person who gets the target completed. We'd walk on the virtual red carpet.
Oh,
and
lovely.
and earlier I had missed that, and I was so wanting to walk on that red carpet. So I prayed to archangels and I said that I want to see myself walking on this red virtual carpet. And you won't believe it, like within, I think it was not even a week, like in 10 days my target was completed, and I saw myself
Wow.
on the red virtual carpet.
Fantastic.
and
Thank
and
you
and
so much,
Yes,
Bhavna, for sharing.
and
Wonderful.
another thing was that working with the candles, uh, in your Mystic Lotus masterclass only, I was there just 2 weeks back when
Yeah,
she had asked us to work with the candles, if you remember, at the end of the
that's
session.
right. That's right.
So, she said, why don't you work with an orange candle today? It just
Hmm.
came spontaneously from her to me. And
Hmm.
luckily, I had the orange candle with me. She said, I had shown her, see what I found in my khazana today. She said, why don't you work with this today?
Hmm.
And because an orange candle is for road opener, and you won't believe me, after doing that in the evening at 7 o'clock, within 24 hours, I got three calls of from people which I didn't expect. One was I got a promotion where I'm currently existing on a post. I got a promotion in post from the person, saying that you have been promoted, and we have this event. After that event, it will be officially announced. So I'm not going in details with that because it's yet to be officially announced. A second call was from like last 4 years. A person had approached me, to be on a post, to be a member of a particular firm, like, a very great authoritative firm. So I was always didn't show any interest. But within this 24 hours, I got a call from that we have a post vacant. Are you ready to take that?
How fabulous. Many,
Yeah.
many
So
congratulations, Bhavna. You have
many
lots
I
of,
have onto my list. I think we will run out of time. So I just
yeah,
stop
we are.
myself here, and I would stop myself here and tell that Siddhi, one has to go in to get that experience what everybody has given a testimonial for,
That's true.
because
Thank
she is marvelous.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Bhavna. Thank you so much. Oh,
Thank you.
I think, thank you so much, Bhavna. I think
Thank
we
you.
lost audio connection for a bit. Siti,
Okay.
shall we go into the meditation? Yeah.
Yes, before that, I was just guided to go ahead and check out for Ruxar.
Oh,
Two cards
okay.
of yes, Ruxar, you'll get well soon, only with your will.
Oh,
Put
thank
more
you.
energies in your will. Go ahead, work, try to stay happy. I know it's difficult, but the more you will be up to your best of the wills, it'll start getting resolved faster. So that was for you, Ruxar. Let's go ahead
Son,
with
I hope you heard that. Give us a yes if you heard that. Thank you so much, Siddhi. Yes, she heard. Thank you so much, Siddhi. Do go ahead. Let's get into the meditation. This
Yes.
beautiful gift you have for
So,
everyone today.
yeah.
Before you do that, shall I just remind would everyone like a link to the payments one quick time? Because the Angel Miracles workshop today, we've got this beautiful offer from Siddhi for just 8,800. You want to avail it. It's a good day. It's an auspicious day to start new things. So it's 134 US dollars, 8,800, and you get a whole bunch of remedies. You get a whole bunch of you understand how to connect with your angels and how to draw their help no matter what sort of blocks you're facing, no matter what sort of difficulties, you'll understand how to get their help to solve those difficulties. Yeah, we're just sharing that again. A bunch of people have already transacted, so okay, we'll go ahead.
Sure. Now, I would request each and every one of you to keep your books, your pens, everything else aside. Keep your hands in receiving position, that is, both the palms facing the sky. I would want your back and your neck to be straight, not straining, not stretching. It is simply straight. As you go ahead, close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Let the breaths reach your lower abdomen. Every breath, make it deeper. As you start relaxing your body, your mind. Relax your feet, your ankles. Relax your calves, your knees, your thighs. Relax your hip joints, your spine, your lower abdomen, upper abdomen. Relax your chest, your shoulders. Relax both your hands, your upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers. Relax your eyes, your nose, your lips, your forehead. Relax completely as I call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Metatron to come and bless us, heal us, guide us, so that all lower vibrations that we have are getting cleansed and converted into positive lights. Allow Archangel Michael to come next to you and cleanse your aura, your mind, your physical body, so that all the blocks that you have get released as the clock strikes 111. All your worries, surrender them to the archangels. At the same time, allow Archangel Raphael go ahead and heal your mind, heal your body, heal your monies, relationships, and allow Archangel Metatron to work on one of your wishes. In your mind, tell what is it that you wish to work on, and allow him to connect you with right people, right energies, and allow all this to happen at the same time. Let go of all the thoughts that you don't require anymore, all emotions that you don't need anymore in your life. Let go of all the toxicity in your heart, in your mind, and allow the green and the pink energies of Archangel Raphael to come and settle in inside your body and in each and every particle of your aura. Allow the violet light, the blue light of Archangel Michael to touch each and every aspect of your mind, your body, your spirit. So as soon as it touches your mind, your body, your spirit, all the negative particles get disintegrated instantly. Allow the violet blue light of Archangel Metatron to surround you with its nurturing energies, provide you nourishment, empower your divine connections, and provide you with a lot of strength. Take 3 deep breaths as you absorb these energies through your breaths inside you, and let them flow inside your body freely, opening up every energy center, releasing all the stagnant energies. Feel the inner peace as this happens, and allow all the energies to reach your heart chakra. Sorry. And with their warmth, allow your heart chakra to expand. Allow your heart chakra to grow bigger and bigger. As these archangels will send their lights directly into the heart chakra as a part of today's blessings. When you receive these energies, thank them in your mind. and receive a protective shield from them, after which they will leave. Allow them to create a beautiful globe all around you. When the protective shield is made, be aware of the presence of it all around you. Slowly take 3 deep breaths. And slowly allow yourself to come back to your present moment. Allow yourself to open your eyes. Thank all the archangels in your mind once again. And then you can go ahead and drink some water.
That was very refreshing, Siddhi. How lovely.
Thank you.
I'll ask everyone how they felt. Siddhi, tell us a little bit about what this meditation opens up for us.
This meditation was a mix of cleansing, was a mix of opening up whatever's right for us in any direction. I did not ask for a particular direction to be opened up,
Hmm.
but it opens up opportunities that are right for us. And it was also mixed with healing energies, where whatever's getting cleansed. So there are certain energies releasing when you're cleansing from your aura, from your body.
Hmm.
We're replacing those voids with healing energies, which is pink and green energies, so that uh, the right amount of balance stays in your aura
Hmm.
and becomes more positive.
How wonderful. I've got a whole bunch of messages for gratitude, Siddhi, for you.
Thank
Um,
you.
Edna says, lovely, light, and blessed. Pushpa says it was very nice. Geet saw a pink light. And a couple of people also, I think, were lulled into like a more sleep sort of state. And I believe, like, I've been on calls about theta healing and a whole bunch of other things. And I realized that sleep is not just about the fact that okay we've dozed off, but sleep is a realm, and it's a level of accessing your a part of your mind and a power of your mind that you otherwise can't access when you're conscious, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So if actually some people fell asleep, that's actually a much deeper realm that they managed to reach with the meditation, right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
fabulous. A whole bunch of people. Ruxana says, thank you, feeling very calm. And it's wonderful that you did this today. I know you started this call today, Siddhi, saying that it's Ravi Pushya. It is a day that is auspicious for new beginnings, to start new things, especially to start things where you are connecting with the divine, because it's a divine energy and it's a divine alignment as well. So it's fabulous that the meditation also puts us and positions us perfectly to start connecting with the divine. So much gratitude for you, Siddhi. Really wonderful. I do want to, before we sign off, I do want to share one more time everything that you cover in the workshop, because that's connected to like connecting with the divine. You spoke about this meditation that we just did was connecting with Archangel Metatron. And in your workshop as well, Siddhi, you offer an attunement with Archangel Metatron, and that means that that's what you said. You know, it's an introduction and it's a connection that lets you start talking to Archangel Metatron, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this was very unusual for me to connect with Archangel Metatron. Usually people connect with Archangel Michael the first.
Yeah.
Because I had been an astral traveler,
Hmm.
I see the connection now because he's the one who connects you with different dimensions. So maybe he was always active,
Yeah.
but I never realized, and my connection happened quickly with him. And that's what I extend to all my students. And this connection, this attunement is very powerful. In our previous calls, also we've seen people
Hmm.
who got rid of their lower vibrations, who got rid of so many problems only with an attunement. So they
Wow.
don't let you be with lower energies when it comes to attunements.
Hmm.
The angel energies are present with you and with students at the time of attunement.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, would everyone like to, if everyone is a little easy on the time, then, and Siddhi, if you're a little okay with the time, would we be able to look at how Oracle cards can work for them? Yeah. And before we do that, is everyone ready to see how Oracle cards work? Do you have time for that? I will just take a quick check with everyone. And I want to again just emphasize everything that's covered in the workshop, because I feel as if, you know, I'm not sure if everyone understands the amazing breadth of work with angels and spells and candles that Siddhi is offering in this workshop for just 8,800 rupees, 134 US dollars right today. You're getting attunement with Archangel Metatron. You're going through a whole module on accessing past life records with the angels. The angels are the managers of that past life record, so that when you connect with them, it's so much easier to access these. You're understanding how to connect and communicate with your angels. You're learning prayers and invocations. You're also learning meditations and protocols and processes to remove negativity. You're understanding and working with guardian angels. You're understanding angel numbers, all those numbers that you all mentioned earlier today, about seeing, you know, 246s and 111s and 777s. You'll understand what these numbers signify. You're also going to learn angel oracle card readings, and that means you can practice this and also earn from it. And of course, you can earn from all of you can practice and earn from all of the other remedies that you're learning here. You can offer it to your clients, to your family members. The angel oracle card readings is a whole section of the course. You also you learn how to make your angel oracle cards as well. You understand how to make you understand how to make oracle messages jars. You learn how to create angel prayers with candles. There's a whole big section on, and Siddhi's fantastic with this, a whole section on using herbs and oils in remedies and angel crystals, and of course, Siddhi's super special relationship and prosperity spells with angels. All of that, and plus all the bonuses that we mentioned. I'm going to share my screen so everyone can see the bonuses one more time.
Yes, and if I was to add, only learning oracle cards reading could be maybe more than the price at
Yeah.
which this entire thing is offered to you. Uh, this particular workshop, it's not very priced high, but a lot of students have recovered not only the money, the expenses, but they've started multiplying with their
That's
own connections, with their own, practices, which is
yeah.
helping them day and night. So yes, once again over to you, Ruchira, which is right now at 8,800. The kind of effect and the kind of changes that I see in students' life, that is invaluable to what this course is offering. But the course value is slowly increasing, which again, right now, is at this price. I don't know till how long it will stay at this price. And yes, clearly this is for first 10 bios a few times. So more than anything else, Ravi Push is the best opportunity for you.
Absolutely. And so you've got those beautiful 12 full moon meditations as well that you're offering. And you can sign up for the course today at this price, and you can take the course anytime over the next 6 8 months. You have access to, once you do the course, you have access to those review sessions with Siddhi. You also have support from her for oracle card readings for up to 6 months, which is incredible. That means if you're doing oracle card readings for your clients or your family members, you get help from Siddhi in having a really, really nice, robust, dynamic reading. Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Siddhi, for sharing this beautiful offer. I'll just tell everyone that the payment links are on your chat group. So you do want to, avail of this. Siddhi is also, of course, offering an angel card reading session today as well. That is again marked down from 1900 rupees. It's marked down to 1750 for today. I'll just ask the team to share links for buying that too. Rohini says 17th, we are starting with money manifestation workshop too. Hope the timings don't overlap. Rohini, we'll have the team call you and figure out the timings, etc. Yeah, I'm sure it should be fine. All right. Is everyone ready to get a taste of oracle card readings? Who would like to ask? Do you have questions, or do you have an area of life that you want to know about? Is that how it goes, Siddhi? That is the oracle card reading something that you draw from for the person based on an aspect that they want to know about, or is it an overall guidance?
So I can take an overall guidance, not only for a person, for a group. I will be taking group messages in a while. I can also take specific question answers. So if someone wanted an answer for a specific question, yes,
Yeah.
I can go ahead with that as well.
Okay. All right.
So why not take someone online, and then I will go generic for people.
Okay. So let me take on Ankita. Ankita Seni. I've just put in a request to unmute you. Yeah. Ankita, can you hear us?
Yeah, hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Ankita.
Ankita.
Hi, Siddhi. How are
How are
you?
you? I'm good.
Ankita,
Yeah,
can you turn on your video as well?
yeah, just a minute.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Good to see you.
Hello? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Tell me.
Yeah, I just want a reading for me, like this
Is it
week.
general, or there's any specific area of your life that you need help with?
Yeah. The current relationship issues going on, yeah. It's a very tough time this week. So let's see what angels want to say.
Okay. As you said, it is a tough time for you. It clearly shows in your cards that it's a period of wait. Do not get down to taking any kind of decisions in your life just out of frustration, just out of whatever that's happening in your life. The good
Mm-hmm.
time is coming a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, there is a period of learning for you. And
Okay.
because the kind of mix your cards are, I can say that it might be a phase that is more karmic in nature for
Hmm.
yourself. So, in that case, the more amount of forgiveness that you can do, the more amount of angel prayers that you can do. Go ahead and work with them so that you have all the peace, you have all the calm, while everything around you seems to be not in synchronization with your ideas or
Hmm.
might be meddlesome for you. So don't worry about that. And but there is some good energy coming into your life in another 3 to 4 months also that will change things for you a little more.
Oh, great.
So that will go into positive direction. And just hang on for one more second.
Yeah, yeah.
Ankita, there's something in your health not right. You need to take care of it. You need to
Okay.
exercise lighter exercises of yoga, lighter breathing exercises. This card
Mm-hmm.
specifically, I was taking messages for you. This card
Yeah.
specifically asks you to go inward, do little more exercise, go meditate, and do your breathing exercises right. So it'll,
Yeah.
if it is because of stress, it'll calm you down. If it is because of
Yeah, correct. Some breathing issues since 2 3 days.
patterns, it
Yeah.
will, yeah, help you uh, come into place. This card ensures that you're protected. This might be a phase of challenge, but
Hmm.
you're protected. Do not worry.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
is happening to you. This is a validation that it is happening for your highest good. And this card asks you to go ahead and love yourself a little more. Go ahead and take care of yourself a little more.
Yeah. True. Correct. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Ankita. Thanks, Siddhi. Siddhi, I think we only have a little bit of time left now. We could possibly look at an overall reading for the whole group.
Yes. So, everyone, think of a number between 1 and 5, including 1 and 5 also is allowed.
Okay.
I'm taking messages for you.
So everyone think about a number between 1 and 5, including 1 and 5. Do they need to share this, Siddhi? Do they need to
Only
say
if they
what
wish to.
number?
Only if they wish to. That's completely fine. But I'm going to wait for 10 seconds before I give away my answers.
All right.
Awesome. So, here I go. People who selected number 1, this reading is for you. This card is for you. This card tells you that it is time. Right now is the time to give birth to new ideas, to work on newer plans, to approach life in a different way. This is the time of your life we are receiving a lot of guidance from the divine. That's why you might be receiving a lot of ideas to work on. Those are the right ideas for you. Your angels are watching over you. Go ahead and work with the new ideas. It's right for you to go ahead and work with new ideas. People who selected number 2, if you think that around you are big and dark mountains and you cannot see your way ahead, your angels are guiding you. No matter how dark the time will be, just go ahead and make a prayer. See this picture, how this angel is taking care of 2 kids around her while everything else is dark, but she has the light. The same way, the divine is going to guide you, take you ahead, and make the journey very beautiful, very divine. People who selected number 3, some good news is coming into your family. This is a card of family and happiness and joy. So if you were looking at maybe getting engaged or maybe approaching someone, maybe go ahead and propose to someone, this is the time, very right time. In fact, and if you're waiting for some kind of good news coming into your family, it is coming your way. People who selected number 4, you need to calm down a little. You need to go ahead and see your situation and everyone else involved with little bit of compassion, like the one who's consoling the other one. If you are in a situation where you yourself do not have a calm heart, a forgiving heart, or compassion in yourself, it's time you invoke. Maybe a completely new picture will form in your mind. In that case, all your judgments will go away, all your assumptions will go away, and you will have a different approach that will help you come out of it. And people who had selected number 5, please shine your light. You have a lot of it. Like this angel here, she has both her hands open. This is also indicative that you have healing powers. This is also indicative that you might be an earth angel yourself, that your purpose, your life's purpose might also be to go ahead and help so many others. All right. So people with number 5, go ahead and shine your light. It is the right time for you.
Thank you so much, Siddhi. How wonderful. I thought of 3, so I'm waiting for the good news to come. All right. How wonderful. There's so many people who've, I think, resonated with this reading, Siddhi. Rajeshwari says, spot on. She had checked her tarot card yesterday and it said the same thing.
Wow.
How fabulous. And everyone's thanking you for the guidance. Madhu says 1 and 5 were popping up for her. Ruxana says, you're so accurate, Siddhi. Fabulous. Rohini says, completely resonated. Kanchan's asking what deck this is. It's a beautiful deck of cards. She
It
writes.
is messages from your angels.
On Doreen Virtues.
Doreen Virtue. I don't know whether this is still available. I have a lot of old decks because I've been doing this for years now, and I'm still sticking to my old decks.
Wonderful. And you teach how to do these readings in your workshop as well, right, Siddhi?
Yes, all the way. See what I've done right now today is just a 1-card reading for all of you. I teach up to a spread of 10 cards.
Wow. Okay. So that much more information and that much more insight.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Like making a thorough reading.
Fabulous. Preeti had asked a question, Siddhi, right just before we started the reading. She asked if this workshop is for her, whether she should do this workshop or not.
What's her full name?
I will just check. I think I only saw her. Well, it says Preeti B, but we can ask her to unmute.
Preeti B is okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Siddhi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the wonderful session. I really love the session, and I wanted to know, I have too many blockages also. So I'm not sure whether I can go for this class, because one thing is the timings, because from Monday to Saturday, it's a full-time job that I have. And I don't know if, how can I do the course? That is one thing.
Okay. Okay, let me answer one after the other. Let me tell you your reading first. So there are 3 cards that came out. One is the perfect timing.
Okay.
Second says no need to worry. I'm letting the cards speak. And I'm also saying that in another 3 to 4 months time, there's something good coming your way, some good energy,
Wow.
some good news, or maybe if you're saying that you're stuck in a lot of things, some relief is coming your way. So
Okay.
that's an awesome thing. Apart from that, as long as it is about timings, you can swap through different batches that are happening simultaneously. You can go ahead and attend the later workshops, and I'm willing to go ahead and be a little flexible as to how your timings are or what will suit you. But that only will happen when you register and I get a chance, an opportunity to reach out to people and make my batches. So yes, it will. Uh, I mean, you'll not be ignored. Don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Uh, so I feel stuck with my job currently.
Mm-hmm.
So is there an opportunity, a new door
Preeti,
that
if
opens?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
we'll run out of time. Is it all right if we leave some of it to a bit of mystery, and you can, either you can take a session. The city's offering sessions as well today,
Oh,
so I don't want to eat her into too much of her time today. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And
Thank
the
you. Thank
session
you.
is really beautifully priced. It's only 1750 today. You get a full 30-minute. You get full 30 minutes with Siddhi. You can ask loads and loads of questions. Yeah, thank you so much, Preeti.
Thank you, Preeti, for joining us today.
And Siddhi, so I don't know whether it was serendipitous or something else, but I picked the wrong Preeti. There were two Preetis who had the same question. And there was a Preeti Porwal as well, who also wanted to know if this is the course for her. So I will just, I'll just,
Preeti Porwal, you've done dragons with me. You need to ask your dragons.
all right.
So
Great. And I just want to repeat for everyone, you can you can take avail of the offer today, and you can do the course anytime with Siddhi. So if you're not like really restricted, the timing of the course or when you'll be able to do it, that should not worry you. Yeah, we take away that worry. All right. Malika was asking, she also wanted to know whether I should join the workshop because she has a new course that she has just joined in as well. So she's in a little bit of a quandary whether she'll be able to
I'll
manage.
tell everyone who wishes to take up but is still confused. If I
Hmm.
was at your place and I knew it is Ravi Pushya and I cannot attend right now, but I have an option to attend later, I would take it up because I like banking on divine timings. That's just me. But if you are someone who resonates with this idea, go ahead and take it. There are always going to be options available. All my students are always informed about which other workshops are coming up, when they are coming up. Each timings are different. So there are weekday evening timings, there are weekday afternoon timings, this weekend morning, weekend evening. So there are going to be different combinations also, and one of it will definitely work out for you.
Great.
And
Great.
if not, I will work something out for you. That also is open. Don't worry about it.
Wonderful. So I'm going to request the team again once more to just post the links to block your spot on Siddhi's class. And I want to repeat to everyone, these are live sessions with Siddhi. Yeah, they're not, it's not like you're going to go through a recorded thing. You are in class with Siddhi, with everyone else, learning these beautiful protocols, learning these beautiful methods of connecting with angels, reading your oracle cards. And Siddhi, you can do a reading for yourself as well as for everyone else, right?
Yes,
You
yes,
learn
yes.
oracle cards. So I want to highlight that. So after this, any question you have in life, you don't have to come back and ask Siddhi those questions. You can ask yourself. You learn how to read those oracle cards for yourself. So that's and I'm a total believer in divine timing, Siddhi. I think I never used to earlier. It has taken many years and life experience to teach me that. So I totally resonate with your thing of, if you feel that this is the right time, you know that this is an auspicious time, you want to give all your efforts the best boost. It's like when we learn swimming and we push off from the side of the swimming pool wall when we are going forward with our feet. So it's a nice little boost that you to all your efforts. And
Yes.
like Siddhi did the reading for the entire group, that this was great timing for new things to start for us. This was the right time to bring about change in our lives. This is a sign. When you have an offer like this, it's a sign. All right, great. Rajeshwari, the team will help you sort out your multiple courses if you've blocked at the same time. All our healers are very, very flexible. So if you can't do a course right now, you can do that course later. So you can juggle. We can help you juggle the courses. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Siddhi. We'll close here for today.
Thank you, everyone. May the blessings you've received today stay with you for the times to come, and may your lives completely be flourishing from this moment on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone, and see you all on another masterclass.
Thank you.
Thanks.